So, welcome to the Duolingo English Test. So, first of all, let me ask you, what is your name?
Hello, my name is Ivan.
Nice to meet you, Ivan. And where are you from?
Czech Republic.
All right, very good. So, today we're going to go through the speaking questions from the Duolingo English Test. We've got 5 questions altogether. Are you ready to get started?
I think I'm ready.
All right, very good. So, we're going to go with question 1 first of all. And question 1 is probably the easiest question.
All right.
Some people think it's the easiest. So all you have to do is to look at that sentence. It's the read aloud sentence. So you're going to look at it, take a moment to prepare yourself, and then you're going to read it out loud. Okay, so whenever you're ready.
All right. This is like one word is pretty tricky, or 2 words actually. The more rural areas are experiencing freezing temperatures.
Very good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to question 2. Question 2, well, many people say this is one of the hardest questions on the Duolingo English Test.
Okay.
This is speak about the photo. So you've got 20 seconds to look at that photo and think about what you want to describe. And then you're going to describe it for 90 seconds.
All right.
Okay, so your 20 seconds of preparation time starts now. Okay, so you're going to speak for 90 seconds and describe that photo. Your time starts now.
All right. On this photo, I can see a guy, it's probably like a Filipino guy. He's sitting relaxed, but he's also very focused because he's reading a book. And the guy has black hair. He's wearing glasses, and he's wearing probably he looks like a jungle guy. He just caught some snakes, and now he's reading a book about, I don't know, some flowers probably. And it looks like he's sitting in a nice grass, or it can be also kind of like forest, or like the edge of the forest. And it's shoot with a longer lens, I can tell. So it's like 70 millimeters, and yeah, where else? It's probably summer there. It's the sun is shining. He's not sweaty. He's good. So yeah, with his watches, he knows about time as well. So he knows how to get back to for lunch. So yeah. Someone should cut the grass as well. It's pretty long. Yeah, it's like yeah. I'm never like sit like this because there's a lot of bugs and mosquitoes probably over there. So you need to be more careful.
Thank you very much.
It's 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to question 3.
All right.
And question 3 is another 90 seconds. So question 3 is read then speak. So you've got a question there. You're going to look at it. You can read it in your head. You can think about it. You've got 20 seconds to prepare, and then you're going to speak for another 90 seconds.
One by one, or
it's up to you. However you want to talk about it. So you're answering the main question, but if you want to deal with those points one by one, that's absolutely fine.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So preparation time, 20 seconds, starts now. Okay. So that's your 20 seconds of preparation. Now you're going to speak for 90 seconds. Your time starts now.
Okay. So my setback, what I'm going to talk about, was the situation when they robbed our car. So it was really challenging situation because I had my family there, my colleagues there, and I was responsible for the whole situation. So I needed to go to find some police station, which was in Barcelona, and it's not easy to find good one because you as a foreigner, you have you need to find some different what's especially for you as a foreigner. That's the thing. Yeah, I was running around. I ran like 5 kilometers. Then I finally found one, and yeah, I was super nervous about the whole situation, stressed. I think my gray hair started growing even more, or my hair dyed and they are now gray. I don't know what was going on there actually. So yeah, but I think, after all, I had a really nice support from my friends. So I think I handled the situation pretty well, as good as I could. Because it's always nice if your friends standing behind you, because uh, I trusted in this like company when our car was, and they felt.
That's great. There's your 90 seconds.
Oh, nice.
All right. Okay, very good. So we're going to move on now to question 4.
Yeah.
Question 4 is listen, then speak.
All right.
So we're going to play an audio for you.
Mhm.
You're not going to be able to see the question. And you're going to hear the audio up to 3 times.
Mhm.
You'll have 20 seconds to think about what you want to say.
Okay.
And then it's another 90 seconds of speaking.
Okay.
Okay? So let's listen to the audio now. Describe an occasion when you overcame fear or nerves. How did you achieve that? Okay, so you've heard the audio. Now it's time for you
Yeah.
to speak. You're going to speak for 90 seconds. Your time starts now.
Situation like this is for me definitely when I'm surrounded by many people, because I'm a introvert person and I'm a pretty shy person. So to feel all of these energies is really it makes me weak actually. So that's pretty tough, and I feel fear, and I'm super nervous about that, to talk to people, and so because I feel like I'm getting weaker and weaker, and then I want to be like a proper person you can talk with, but I can't, because I feel like I'm losing myself, because the weakness, the heaviness is what is like around me. So that's probably like a situation when I find myself under the fear and the nervousness.
All right, very good, very good. Right, so we're coming towards the end of the speaking test. We've got one more question.
All right.
And this one is the most difficult question. This is the longest question. So this is the speaking sample. You've got 30 seconds to look at the question, read it, think about it, and then you're going to speak for up to 3 minutes. And the more you can speak, the better. Okay?
Okay.
So your preparation time starts now. Okay, so that is your time. So you've got 3 minutes to answer the question. Your speaking time starts now.
So I need to learn this this thing to organize my time, because I'm working on many places at the same time. I'm working for a company. So I'm a higher freelancer, and also I have a company with friends that I need to work there. And also I'm a father, and I have a family, and sometimes I'm between I have a music. So I need to find a way how to work on every single aspect and be better, because you need to spend some time if you want to be better or something. So if I'm, for example, want to produce music, right? So I need to do like many small tasks. So like find some new plugins, try to like be better as a guitarist, singer, try to understand everything. So yeah, I needed to create this system in my head partly, and partly is on my paper, like a to-do list. So I'm having like for a day, I'm having like to-do list what I should do, because if I'm having like to-do list for a week, it doesn't work for me. Like for a week, to-do list is in my head. So that's the reason why I'm like all the time overwhelmed. But it kind of works how I can, like, it kind of works like for me. So yeah, that is this to-do list. And then I love to, check. And it makes me feel better, that I'm improving myself because I did the task. So I'm happy about this.
All right. Very good. And that's the end of your Duolingo English test.
Nice.
Okay, so we've gone through the test, and now it's maybe the scary part, maybe the more relaxed part. We'll try and make it the more relaxed part. So I'm going to give you some feedback. I'm going to tell you about what you did well, maybe some little areas that you could improve, and then I'm going to tell you what your score would be. So let's turn the electronic devices off. First of all, how did you feel during the test? How was it for you?
I'm a very sensitive person, so I'm really vibing things. So I felt good, really good. So that's nice. But I was obviously nervous from it. It's like an exam,
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Even though it's not a real exam, we're just in a room. It feels kind of like an exam. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to tell you about your vocabulary, your grammar, your pronunciation, your fluency, and then also the content of like what you talked about. Okay. So I think for vocabulary, like, I know that you use English a lot in your daily life. And so your like normal daily vocabulary is very good. So you're using all of the words in all of the right places, very natural way. I think that was great. There were no problems with that. And some good like higher level vocabulary that you used that I heard. So you talked about being introverted. You're a freelancer, like your to-do list. You said sometimes you feel overwhelmed. And then you talked about the 70 milliliter lens. And that's interesting because like you said in the photo, okay, I know that this photo was taken with a 70 milliliter lens. And that's actually a really smart thing to do because you're taking a question, you're still answering the question, but you're answering it from a position of strength. So it's, you work in photography and filming and things.
Yeah.
So some more specific English vocabulary about that. And if you can find a way to still be describing the photo or like, answering the question that's written there, but bringing in your knowledge from your own life, that's a great little trick for getting a higher score because all the exam is going to judge you on is the English you use in the test. So if you can show some of that higher level language, that's fantastic. So that was really good.
Thank you.
Grammar, mostly very accurate. I think like you used a lot of simple sentences.
Yeah.
For the absolute top scores, you'd want to bring in some more complex sentences and use some like connecting words like although something then and like having said that and stuff like that, like connecting your answer a little bit. But there were not many grammar mistakes. So that's the really important thing.
Okay.
There were just a couple that I noticed, though, just a couple of grammar mistakes. So the first one you said, like sitting in a nice grass. So it would be sitting on some nice grass. Sure. So just very, very simple things. You said about the photo, it was shoot. It should be, it was shot. And then as good as I could would be as well. Like I do it as well as I could, not as good as I could. But again, these are little details and the rest of it was very good. Pronunciation, very clear, except I have a question for you. In the read aloud question, you said there was a word that was difficult.
Yeah.
What was the word that you were thinking was difficult?
Oh, the one, the rural.
I thought it would be rural. Yeah.
Rural? Is it rural?
You pronounced it correct. Rural.
Really?
Yeah.
And the experiencing.
Experiencing.
Yeah. I don't know why is this difficult, but
the interesting thing is that you got both of those correct.
Really?
But one of the words that you thought was easy, you didn't quite say correctly, which was the word areas. So you said areas. Yeah. So it's air. It's more like a long air sound.
Areas.
Yeah. So yeah, but the rest of it was very good.
Okay.
Fluency, I think that, like, again, you use English a lot in your daily life. So you're pretty confident, like putting your sentences together. And I noticed as well, you use words like kinda. So that's a really nice, like extra little detail. That makes your English sound very natural. So that's really good. So that was fine. Fluency was good. The thing that I think you could improve on a little bit is your content and like the organization of your answers.
Yeah.
because you were reading and listening to the questions very well and you could understand them and you were answering them. But I think what you have to do, what you can improve on a little bit is thinking about the audience. So like when you're speaking with anything, there's always going to be, even if it's just one person, it's an audience. And so, for example, the question where you talked about being in Barcelona and like being robbed, I don't think that you set up the scene very well. So at first I was listening and I didn't quite know what you were talking about. And then later you said, oh, and we were in Barcelona, by the way. So if you'd started that by saying, so the setback I faced was when me and my family were robbed in Barcelona, or we were robbed when we were on holiday in Barcelona. And then if you get that first sentence right, everything else is very easy to follow afterwards. But if the first sentence is a little bit vague or you start in the middle of the story, it's harder to follow. So that I thought you could improve a little bit, but that's a very easy change to make.
I mean, honestly, this is not like, maybe it's not that English problem, because I have the same problem in my Czech language. So it's like, because I'm thinking more is like a visual, you know, this is not working well.
Oh yeah. The connection between the brain and the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think except for that, really good performance.
Thank you.
So let's talk about your score.
Okay.
So a little bit of explanation about the score. So the top score you can get in DET is 160. That's like an incredible score. If you want to study in, let's say, the UK or the US, you usually need to get at least 120. And anything above that is very good. And I would say, based on your performance, based on 70 milliliter lens and all of that, I would say that you would get around 140. Nice. So it's a pretty good score.
Nice.
Well, that's the end of the test. Thank you very much for taking part and lovely to meet you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.